Alrighty y'all, welcome back to yet another video. So today we're going to be doing some maintenance on the C8 Corvette. And I did pick this car up pre-owned, so I'm just doing some general maintenance, nothing too crazy right now. But I'm going to show you guys all the stuff that I got and what we're going to be doing to the car. Before we get into this video, make sure to drop a like and a comment below, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. So here is just a quick overview of everything that we got. Nothing too crazy, just your basic maintenance that I like to do on every used car that I buy. So first things first, I got myself some new custom plates from the DMV, 5-head. I think that's pretty funny. These are the original plates. Looks pretty standard, pretty boring. But yeah, I'm gonna be putting on these new plates, and they are the NASCAR Watt and Glen design, which is cool. But when the DMV shipped it to me, they bent the heck out of it. So I'm gonna try to see if I can kind of get that flat. Another thing is I always like to flush out the fuel system and exhaust system using CataClean. This is probably my favorite fuel cleaner. I used a lot of fuel cleaners over the years, but this ended up being my favorite brand because I think it's the most effective. Then we also picked up some new wiper blades, and they are mismatched, by the way. This one is a Bosch Clear Advantage, and this is a Michelin. And the reason why I'm using two different brands is because I try to get the most affordable option. This was from Costco for like $4. This was like $8 off of Amazon. If you guys have been following the channel for some time, I'm using this car as a rental car. So I'm gonna be putting the cheapest things I can on this car because I just know it's gonna get beat up. If this was just a car for me to use personally, then I would definitely get matching higher quality blades. But yeah, budget edition. Then over here, we got a new cabin air filter from Bosch, just to kind of freshen up the AC system. Then over here is a new intake filter, and it's actually kind of an upgrade. This is a filter. It's not like it's like performance oriented, more airflow, more noise. This is just some third-party off-brand stuff from Amazon. I didn't want to necessarily upgrade the intake system to like a performance one. It just happened to be a performance intake anyway, but I guess that's cool. It was cheap. Last but not least, I also picked up the OEM paint here. This is the touch-up paint from AC Delco, and the reason why I picked this up is because there's a pretty gnarly paint chip on the front bumper right here, as you can see, and I want to just fill that in and sand it down, polish it, just to kind of smooth it out. I'm not looking for perfection, just want to kind of cover that up a little bit. And what's cool is all of this stuff was actually paid for by Carvana. They sent me out, I want to say like roughly $600 as a check because I complained about all the defects on this car that I got. And so they were basically able to cover the maintenance costs for this car, which is nice. So all of this paid for. I was able to pocket a little bit on the side because this is significantly cheaper than $600. But yeah, let's just do all this today, get this car freshened up, making it good to go because I am going to be going on a road trip. Alrighty, so I'm going to start off with the easy stuff first. Let's just change out these license plate frames. This should be a pretty quick process, just 2 bolts. And this is actually a custom mount from the brand Craven Sport. If you guys want to see the installation of this quick release plate, I'll leave a link in the description below. But we just pop out our old plate here. All right, look at that. It's kind of bent out of shape, but I'm gonna see if I can kind of flatten it. Oh, it's pretty flexible. There we go. Just had to get the right spot. Oh, wrong side. Put the bolts in. All right, pretty good. Alrighty, moving on to the not so fun stuff, which is the wiper blades. I absolutely hate installing blades. Let's just see what we're working with here. This is the Michelin blade here. Original blades are pretty worn down. They essentially don't clean anything anymore. Like this is bird poop here, did nothing in terms of cleaning power. So these definitely need to be changed out. So let's just pull it up and see if I can disconnect it somehow. Every car has a different mechanism. I'm assuming this is a J-hook. Yep, it is a J-hook system. So let's see if I can find the same kind of adapter piece. I mean, it seems to work. I'm not exactly sure if that's how it goes on, but we'll adjust it later on. Well, that didn't work out. So I put the OEM one back onto the driver's side. I think the one that I got doesn't fit this car. The Michelin one actually fit, but the, what's it called, the Bosch one did not. So I gotta sort that out. But anyways, let's move forward. We're gonna be doing the cabin air filter. So let's go ahead and just clean off these leaves and just start lifting at these side panels here. There we go. So taking a closer look here, we have our battery, which this one is actually an aftermarket battery. This car does have some battery issues, so I'm assuming this is no good and we'll have to change it out. There is some corrosion on here. So let's see how this works. I guess I squeeze on the tabs and lift up. Yep. And we do have a AC Delco air filter here. This is an OEM brand. Oh my, that is dusty. And we have to make sure the airflow is going towards the cabin. So arrow pointing up. Give it a little push. Oh, there we go. Let's line it up here and snap it down. Alrighty, there's a few more things left. We have the intake filter, which is going to be going into the rear of the car, clean, and then we have the touch-up paint, which we're going to do last. Let's go ahead and work on these two for now. Alright, this is going to be the easiest process. Open up the fuel door, and we're going to pour in the entire solution of clean. You have to drive about 10 miles for this to really be effective, and after that you top up the car. Currently we are on a 1/4 tank, so that's like the perfect amount. All right, and here goes nothing. I know some people hate additives, but I've always used them for my cars and they work. Alrighty, so we are in the trunk of the car now to install our intake filter. And this process will be a little bit more involved compared to the cabin air filter in the front. We do have to remove the trunk lining, remove some covers, and the clearances is super tight, as you can see. So let's go ahead and just pull off these little knobs. Okay, there we go. And now we have this plastic cover here, which has a couple of bolts we have to remove. These are torque spits. Peel back this cover, revealing the engine and the exhaust system. All right, so this is a lot tighter than I thought. So I'm gonna just take a flathead and just try to pry it open, because I can see the gasket is just stuck on there really hard. There we go. So that is the old filter. Oh, hey, it doesn't look too bad. And now we have the new one. Gotta make sure the upper tab is on top. And let's just pop this in. Make sure the rubber gasket is in place. Alright, last but not least, the carpet. Alright. And that is now complete. Alrighty, so let's fix this paint chip here. It doesn't look too crazy, it's just a little tiny dot. But let's just clean it off, let's just rinse it down. I'm gonna add a little bit of foam to it. Get rid of all that surface grime and dirt. Alright. Yeah, pretty much like a nail polish. All right, so let me just give it a nice shake first. I feel like this part could probably be just like polished out. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, this has to be filled in. I'm just gonna apply some into the crack and kind of overlap a little bit. Let me just apply a little touch like so. I'm just gonna use the edge of this card here and just kind of scrape down to kind of level it out. Alrighty, so we have finished doing all the repair / maintenance on the car. The only thing is the paint chip repair was, it's alright. It's not great, as you can see. I wasn't really able to get rid of this black mark here. I think I just have to kind of clay bar it and remove that. But I was able to fill in the paint chip here and it looks pretty decent. Obviously up close it looks kind of rough. But the paint match is pretty on point, I gotta say. It blends in really well, and that's due to it being OEM paint. Maybe slightly brighter on the new paint, but yeah, eventually we'll have to sand this down, polish it, and kind of blend it a little bit better. But I'm gonna let it dry more before I do that. But yeah, everything else seems pretty okay. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in our next one.